Hi and welcome back to A Bit About. For those who are new here, this is a channel dedicated to giving you easy to follow explainers for the tech things that you should know about. Have you heard of the metaverse, blockchain, NFTs, and wondering what all these are and why everyone is so excited about them? Well, you don't have to wonder anymore. We have you covered. We know you want to get the most out of your car without knowing how fuel is made or who invented the exhaust pipe. You want the useful information, not a doctorate, right? That's why we're here. If you haven't watched our first video, A Bit About NFTs, you can watch that in the link above. No pressure. Today we're going to talk about Ethereum. You know, that cryptocurrency that made the smart contract famous? If your head is spinning, then relax. You've come to the right place. Enjoying great company. Elon Musk said in December 2021 that he doesn't really get Ethereum. So this one's for you, Elon. But first, some history. I'll keep it short, I promise. Some guy called Satoshi Nakamoto came up with Bitcoin in 2009 as a digital currency that anyone could use and no one could control. The idea must have been good because it caught on quickly and other programmers rallied around him to help with the building of the product. Once Bitcoin was released, the value started rising dramatically. Soon, copycat currencies showed up. Collectively, they're called altcoins. Most of them were just straight up copies of Bitcoin with little or no difference designed in getting into the cryptocurrency craze. This Satoshi guy stayed anonymous, and even today, no one knows who he is for certain. Though there are two leading contenders, depending on who you ask: Craig Stephen Wright and Nick Szabo. Let us know in the comments if you would like to know more about Satoshi. But back to the story. In 2013, a Russian called Vitalik Buterin came up with an altcoin that was incredibly different from Bitcoin. It was not just a digital coin for people to speculate on or claim would replace government money. Instead, Vitalik proposed building a new programming language that would allow apps to be built on top of cryptocurrency for an infinite number of applications. Just like Android or iOS have apps for everything, this new platform language and cryptocurrency became Ethereum, which went live in 2015. Roll the credits. That's it. History lesson done. Vitalik isn't anonymous and he shows up for events and participates openly in the world of cryptocurrency. So very different from Satoshi. He was born in Russia but grew up in Canada. So don't be too harsh in the comments, Canadians. Both Ethereum and Bitcoin use the same technology to store transactions, a technology called blockchain or distributed ledger. The main point of blockchain technology is that instead of one company having all the servers that control it, like Google or Amazon, the technology is spread out over millions of ordinary people's computers and servers so that no one person or company can control it. This kind of distribution is called decentralized network. For more on blockchain technology, check out our A Bit About Blockchain video. A quick recap. Ethereum is Bitcoin with apps. These apps are sometimes called dApps, which stands for decentralized apps, because blockchains are decentralized, remember? Each of these apps is stored in an Ethereum blockchain as a piece of code called a smart contract. So a smart contract is just the code that runs every time you use the app. You don't need to think about it. Just the same way when you open up YouTube app, the code runs in the background and you don't think about it, just like that. dApps can be built for many different things: payments, games, auctions, and so on. One big application that is widely popular right now is NFTs. You can learn more about that in our video, A Bit About NFTs. If you're liking this video so far, subscribing to this channel will be widely popular. Now let's talk about transaction fees. In Bitcoin, for a transaction to go through, there's a fee. This fee is given to people who run powerful computers that make the transactions happen. Bitcoin transactions are all about moving digital money from one wallet to another, so everyone pays a similar amount. Ethereum has a much more variable fee structure that depends on the complexity of what you want to do. Remember, for Ethereum, a transaction might be a simple transfer of digital money or running a complex smart contract. Some apps do simple things like send messages, while others are complete games. So if the computing power needed to run a smart contract is a lot, you pay more for using that app. Transaction fees in Ethereum is called gas. Lately, congestion in the Ethereum network has made transactions very expensive, and sometimes small transactions may be more expensive than their actual value. This has led to development of websites where you can check the gas needed to transact when it's at its lowest. Usually, gas requirements are low when the network is idle, like on weekends or holidays. High gas prices have also allowed Ethereum competitors such as Solana to emerge as alternative platforms for smart contracts and dApps. These competitors try to have lower transaction fees and faster speeds to appeal to the huge cryptocurrency industry. So far, however, Ethereum remains the most popular platform for dApps. Finally, when common investments and financial services, such as lending or brokerage, are done via smart contracts, rather than traditional banks and stock exchanges, they are called decentralized finance or DeFi. This is a growing sector in finance and may be the future of finance. We'll be here to tell you a bit about it when it happens. So that's a bit about Ethereum. I hope you learned something new today. Let us know in the comments how we're doing, what you like and what you didn't like, or your opinions on the ongoing freefall in both the stock and cryptocurrency markets. Are you buying the dip, holding, or panic selling? Follow us on Twitter and check out our NFTs on OpenSea if you want to support our content. Links are in the description. See you in the next video. Till then, may your contracts be smart.